Well, right now we're in the Old Capitol Museum, which is partly a museum that talks about Iowa's history. A lot of the building has been reconstructed to represent the building when it was the territorial capital and the first state capital of Iowa. So we're trying to get people excited about Iowa history and think about all of the things that have gone on in Iowa City over the past 150, 175 years. But we're also a little bit of a museum for the University of Iowa. So we have a range of rotating humanities and science and art exhibits in our temporary exhibit galleries, and we engage with partners on campus for symposia, for presentations of all kinds, again for other kinds of exhibits, just to be part of the intellectual life of the campus. The Museum of Natural History, which is over in McBride Hall, is your classic academic natural history museum with a combination of exhibits and education programs for the public. We do a lot of K through 12 programming. We do some adult programming, sketching workshops and bird identification workshops. And then we also have permanent exhibits over there, which are very popular. Everybody knows about Rusty the Giant Sloth, who's kind of our mascot, who's part of our Iowa Hall exhibit. And then we also preserve collections of Iowa's biodiversity through time. Well, one of the main ways that we have been serving communities across the state in the past few years is through the University of Iowa Mobile Museum. The Mobile Museum is a Winnebago motorhome, custom built for us by Winnebago, which is of course an Iowa company. And it travels throughout the state 6 months a year, 7 months a year. It will go wherever it is requested if we can make the schedule work out. And it has visited schools, it's visited county fairs, it's visited town festivals throughout the state. It's spent a long time at the state fair, and it's followed the entire RAGBRAI route for each of the last 2 summers. So this is a great way to get the message out to communities across the state who may not be able to get to Iowa City or come into the museums here.
The Mobile Museum was an idea that Dan Reed, our Vice President for Research and Economic Development, came up with several years ago to provide Iowans with greater access to Iowa's research that we do here at the university. The Mobile Museum for 2016 has all new exhibits, so if you've seen it from prior years, you'll be surprised by the new content. There are 3 feature exhibits that we're having. One is Hawkeye Power, which features how university researchers are engaged with the state developing new kinds of power sources and exploring their applications. Germans in Iowa and the German-Iowa experience, and this comes out of the history department primarily. And then the third major exhibit is called A Wealth of Health, which features information about UI healthcare research, but its applications then on a practical level to how we're bettering Iowans' health.
I think we all get really excited by those wow moments when you see somebody walk in thinking they know what they're going to get, thinking this is going to be an old building, you've seen 100 like it, thinking that they're just going to walk into the museum and spend 10 minutes there. And then finding that they've spent an hour and really learned something and thought, wow, I didn't know that there were giant sloths in Iowa, or I didn't realize that you could just walk into the old Capitol. So we like to see visitors having those experiences and really getting excited by what they see here.